Love bugs, it's your girl Bells. I'm so sorry. I did not put out a video on Saturday. Your girl was going through something. So this week what I'm gonna do is I am just going to mash together what I watched from last Saturday to this Sunday. So today I will be reviewing the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Um so if I seem distracted, it's because I am, because I'm going through withdrawals of football. So I'm kind of watching the Pro Bowl. Don't ask me why. But anyway, yeah. So let's put this on mute because I can't concentrate. Come on, girl, get it together. Okay, so and it makes it really bad because I don't have any glasses on and I can't see the TV that much. I could see it, but it's kind of blurry, so I don't know who's doing what. Anyway. So last video, my mom said I cursed too much, so I'm gonna try to keep that to a minimum. I'm gonna try. So last week it was the second part of the Puerto Rico trip, and they get on the bus. I'm gonna just cut straight to the chase, and it was mainly the bus scene that irritated my nerves. Outside of the girls being extremely late to Demetria's performance, which I didn't understand. I'm like, so why they having this argument? The bus wasn't moving? Was he just paying attention to the argument? He wasn't. I was confused. So Nene realizes that she was kind of being an asshole. See, she was kind of being a booty, and she was like, I need to apologize, because one thing I don't want to do is take away from people's accolades. I was just like, why you just did say successes? You know, we'll take what they've done, away from them. So when she gets on the bus, everyone's on the bus, and she makes a point to not only apologize, but somewhat make a damn speech about how she's not trying to take away from what other people have done job wise or anything like that. That's not what she was going for, and she was out of pocket for some of the things that she said. Now, I agree with not only Candy, Portia, and Cynthia. When Nene gives you an apology there, take it. Put that in a book for you to know that I got Nene to apologize to me. I'm just saying, just take it and run with it. But honestly, Claudia is campaigning for her next season, because instead of just taking an apology and being a woman about it and being like, okay, fine, it is what it is, I'm gonna let you go with this one. She refused to let it go. So she was like, but you kept saying this and you kept saying that. Baby, girl, sit down. Stop it. She apologized. She said she's sorry. If you don't want to take it, don't take it. Move on. But don't act like she didn't try to give you one. One thing I know, if someone gives you an apology, it's up to you if you want to take it or not. But if you don't want to take it, don't act like they ain't never gave it to you. Don't act like they didn't give it to you. Okay? Thank you. So Portia, well, not Portia, then the Thirsty Crew, they all sitting in the front kneeling on their seats like a bunch of children. But first Cynthia said something, tell you how relevant she is to me. I don't remember what the hell she said. Then Kenya, with her messy, thirsty, Chewbacca face ass, sorry, she said something that had nothing to do with anything toward her. So when Nene was like, all right, girl, I gave you apologies. That's all you're going to get from me. You're not going to get no more from me. Portia says, well, look. And I understood what Portia said. Look, she gave you the apology. Just take it. I mean, if you don't want to take it, whatever, but let it go. She did apologize to you. Just let it go. So instead of Claudia being a grown woman about her situation, she goes in on Portia the way Nene went on her at the table, talking about stuff that has no relevance to what's going on. So because you mad, because I'm laughing, at the fact that what y'all saying is funny, you gonna come at me sideways. This is what I meant, and I said this in my last review. Do not come at me in a group of women that I don't like or have beef with me, and you know the beef by now. So don't come at me because you think I'm weak because of what your friend told you. Obviously, she didn't tell you I drug her either. But don't come at me in front of a group of people, because I will. When I say destroy you, I mean destroy you. And ain't no apologies coming from me at all whatsoever. So Portia better than me, because I wouldn't have. Baby, she better than me. You grown. You a lot more growner, and I say growner. You a lot more growner than Brandy, because guess what? I would have went all the way in on Claudia and them pterodactyl feet. Yes, I would have. But you gonna sit up there and talk about, yeah, we run in the same circle, and I know for a fact. that the car you drive and all the stuff you got came from a married African man. Okay, this is what I want to say. Do we not know that men that live in Africa have multiple wives? Do we not know that already? So when you put the word African man and wife together, him giving some other woman some gifts and stuff is kind of redundant, because he's doing that anyway. So are you saying it's because she's American, or are you saying it's because, what's your point? And why y'all clocking the miles on her coach? I don't get it. And if that's what she's doing, let her do it. But I don't get it. Why y'all so worried about? Y'all must be hot in the puss behind the fact that she's getting the stuff that y'all not getting. Again, Portia is the youngest one in the crew. She's prettier than Claudia and Kenya to me. Her body bad, whether she got fake breasts or whatever you want to call it, she's bad. But you know why she's better than those two? Because I like her personality a lot better. I can deal with her. See these other two thirst boxes over here to the left? I can't deal with them. Not one iota. So y'all can kick rocks. Anywho, touchdown again. So after Claudia says that, and Portia's like, girl, you don't know my life. And that was my thing. Girl, you don't know my life, girl. You don't know my life. You don't know my life, girl. You don't know my life. So here comes Kenya with her ashy thirst by. I know why she's so thirsty. I know why she ashy. Because her ass stay thirsty. She is so thirsty and want to be seen. And she's campaigning for her next season too. Because she going to sit up there and tell her, yeah, because I know that the title for that car came to Cardell's house. I was like, Trick, how you know that? How you know? Did you intercede it? Are you picking up Cardell's mail? How do you know this, dear? Thirst box. So anyway, they go through that whole girl, you don't know me, blah blah blah. Portia has her one moment of an episode where she misused the word. What did she misuse? She said contradictory. But my thing was, you knew what the hell she meant. So don't act like you didn't know what she meant. If you act like you don't use words in the wrong way too. I can't stand people that do that. Especially if you're caught off guard and then you're in an argument with someone. Sometimes you just say certain words and they don't come out right, or you don't use them in the right text. Who's ever had an argument and said words correctly outside of Miss Phaedra? And that's another thing. Y'all saying that Claudia read Nene for filth. Well, if that was reading, what the hell do y'all call what Portia did? I mean, what Phaedra did, Kenya? Put her on a PSA moment? Because that was a read to me. What Phaedra did, Kenya, was a read. at that reunion. And it's still a read of the century. Yeah, she stood up to Nene, but my thing was she made a fight that wasn't her fight. So it is what it is. It was a pointless back and forth anyway, but whatever. They finally get to the venue. Demetria does a song with the Brat. Kenya throws shade. Talk about it's Beyonce and Jay-Z, aka the Brat, or some stupid lame shit she said. I can't say. I am team nobody. You know who team I'm on? I am team Aiden and team Dylan. That's who team I am. I'm team the kids because I can sit there and watch Aiden talk all day because he is the cutest little thing. And Dylan, in today's episode, when I saw them two side by side, I was like, oh my God, they look alike. But, excuse me. Anyway, so that was last week's situation. Today's episode was... So we're going to start with Candy and her uterus and ovaries and Todd's ball sack and sperm. So she's been off birth control for a year. Now, I was told if you have been on birth control consistently for anywhere between 2 to 3 years, it takes a year for all of that to cycle out of your body. So she's not patient as far as I'm concerned, but she's older, so she did what she was supposed to do. She went to Dr. Jackie, who I love. I love Dr. Jackie because she's so real. I love her. Her and Ty went to Dr. Jackie to basically get Ty to skeet in a cup so they could see his sperm count. And we learned that his sperm count is up, so they just need to do a little bit better. And when Dr. Jackie told him you need to slow down on the drinking, he was like, girl, living in this house with this chick, I need a drink every day, all day. So then they cut to Candy at the house, and she calls the girls down. Todd's daughter, can't remember her name, and Riley. First of all, Riley is a big 11-year-old because I think she said she was 11 in this episode. I'm like, where is this child 11? This child look like she a good 15, 16 years old. She got body like a grown woman. I'm like, no, Lord Jesus. Look, if that's what girls are growing up to look like, give me a boy. Put his ass on football. Don't give me no girl, because I will be choking that heifer up. She'll be walking around here looking like a straight and utter nun. Your 11-year-old got a head full of weave. I mean, but Malaysian, Brazilian weave, which I can't. But she's talking to the girls about having a sibling. Todd's daughter says she wants a baby sister or a sibling, a younger sibling. And Riley is like, look, I don't need another person to come in my bankroll. I'm telling y'all, Candy got a lot more Miss Joyce in her than she's willing to admit. Because when she said, when Riley said, well, if I have a brother and he comes out just like me, he'll be a rock star, he'll be cool or something like that. And then Candy says, yes, if I have a baby boy and he comes out just like you, he'll be perfect, just like my baby. You sound just like your mom. Ridiculous and retarded. Because you can't tell me anytime. Look, this how y'all know Riley is beyond spoiled and not. I don't think she's had a realistic moment in her life at 11. And I think her mama needs to give her that very soon. Anytime you sitting up there talking about, Ty said, well, y'all need to hang out together, spend some time together. And she said, yeah, we can hang out in London, in Africa. And Ty was like, heifer, I was talking about like the movies or the mall. What the girl, go sit down somewhere. But for her to get a reality check, her mama needs a reality check. So, moving on. So, Patricia and Cynthia are opening Sports One. It's not a trade off, but whatever you want to call it. It's an extension of Bar One, but it's a sports bar. So they're opening in South Carolina, I think they said it was. I was like, okay. And I didn't know that Cordell was Peter's partner. You got to get that money, baby, because guess what? With you and Cynthia, y'all ain't got the collateral to be opening up nobody else's business. Okay? Okay. So, she invites all the girls, minus Nene, to go and go to the grand opening. And of course, the Thirsty crew is riding together. That is Cynthia, Claudia, and Kenya. So Candy can't go because she's starting her play, the tour of her play, so she can't go. And Phaedra was like she was going to try to make it, but she wasn't sure. All right, Ingram. So as they were driving to South Carolina, Cynthia calls Phaedra to see if she was coming. And Phaedra came up. I don't know if I believe it. I don't really care. Because my thing is, y'all know what she's going through right now. Why even continue to ask her to go out of town? It's kind of redundant to me and kind of stupid. But again, Phaedra, if you just didn't want to go or you couldn't go, you should just say no. But she came up and said she forgot that she had a dentist appointment. And in mid-conversation, Kenya hangs up Cynthia's phone while she's talking to Phaedra. That was mad disrespectful. That was just redundant. And right then and there, the same thing Cynthia said in her confessionals, talking about her daughter, who's a hell of a lot younger, centuries, light years younger than Kenya's, much more mature than her. She should have told her that in the car, because that was pointless and that was stupid for her to do. That's what I mean by her not staying in her place. And I can't wait to see Phaedra jump that table on her. I cannot wait for that, because I need somebody. If y'all gonna show women in a light of being angry, make it realistic, because these fake moments of these black women being angry on these shows are not believable to this black woman, because they are not reacting the way I think they should. Because if it was me, girl, bye. I couldn't be on no show like this, because y'all would, the viewing people would love me, but them hoes would hate me, because I would get them hoes together every chance I got. So there. So they go to, they get there, and they get there. Of course, they're late. Patricia is mad, aka Peter. He's mad because they're like super duper late. So in the midst of all that, they're trying to get Claudio Rainbow is fashion clothes wearing behind, trying to pull it off as Chanel outfits, trying to get her together so she could be presentable. So I was like, okay, whatever. That was a pointless scene. So when she leaves them, because Cynthia like, look, Peter is upset, and before he blow a gasket or he have a heart attack, I need to go, because you know he old. So let me go before Uncle Ben Rice be done. So she gets there. He's like giving her the cold shoulder. I don't care, whatever, do what you do. Ain't even that serious, blah, 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 right? So then we see Cordell. And Cordell is talking to Peter about how the bar set up. It looks like a real cool little spot. So I'm not a Carolina fan, so I wouldn't, I would go, but it'll be when football season is not going on. But because I just feel like it'll be betrayal to my Saints for me to do such a thing. Who that? But they sitting up there talking or whatever, and here comes thing one and thing two, Claudia and Kenya, and come to find out, Claudia has known Cordell for 15 years. We have upped that tenured to 15. Whatever. So while they sitting up there talking at the table, Kenya thirst box behind, hiding the twat behind, so busy clocking everybody else puss. She's sitting up there trying to push Cordell and Claudia together. My thing is, you a messy, sloppy chick, because I don't give two squats. Okay, this is where I agree with Claudia. Me and Portia are not friends, but I work with her, and for me to deal with her ex, that will make a situation really, really messy. Yes, it would. And you know it will be completely and utterly messy because of who your friend is. Kenya, I wanted to say the most nastiest word about her, and I tell my mama not to say that word all the time, so I'm not going to say it. She, thirsty, dry face, coochie web having, it will be messy. It will be messy, and it will be the most utter shade and unnecessary shade, because just because you don't see none of them trying to date Walter or whatever his name was, well, that wouldn't matter because you wasn't with Walter anyway, so that would be redundant if anybody else would date him, but you didn't even want him around. So it's okay for y'all to bring Cordell around, but it wasn't okay for them to bring Walter around. Bitch has several seats. Sit down twice, 3 times a lady. Sit all the way down. I need you to do that. Sit all the way down. So they exchange numbers, blah blah blah. I'm not even concerned. And then they do this fake this fake drink moment, and Claudia says 2 friends, and Kenya's shady ass talking about something. To the next Mrs. Stewart. Girl, bye for you. Bye. Why you so hooked on seeing Portia fail? Because you are so, I think inside, she is so jealous of Portia. Why? Because she's younger. Her opportunity to have a baby is, her percentage is a lot larger. And I think she is very intimidated by women that are younger, prettier than her. So she tries to tear them down. I'm not for it. I'm not here for it. I never was here for it. But that's what you do. You can tell an insecure chick from a mile away. And Kenya is insecure as hell. Insecure as hell. And why is Cynthia's sister still at her house? Why? I'm trying to figure out why she not with her husband overseas. Because ain't no way in hell I would be in the States and my husband overseas. My mama told me about them European women. She told me my mama was in the military. And she did a couple of tours over there. In Europe and stuff. In Germany and all that other stuff. Yeah. I know. So just by knowing what she knowing, she told me, oh no, my man could never go over there without me. No. No, you cannot. No, you cannot go, boo. No, you can't. So the last little piece was that I'm gonna talk about was Phaedra. And I can honestly say the most touching scene was Apollo with his boys getting ice cream, and he's talking to him. And when Aiden said, when he answered his dad about, well, what would happen if daddy or mommy do something bad, and he said, be in timeout forever, I was like, oh, he don't know nothing. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. And when he kissed his when he kissed his brother, his brother wiped it off. I thought that was cute. I was like, oh, he said, don't kiss me. I kiss you. You don't kiss me. I kiss you. You don't kiss me. So, anywho, that was that. On that episode, Phaedra really looked like she was out of it. She over it. She wanted to be done, and she just like she over it. So next week we are gonna see what we was reading in the blogs and everything about how he was coming to the house irate and the police getting called and all this other stuff. So that will happen next week. So until next time, love bugs. Like, comment, and subscribe. And follow me on Twitter, Belle Miss Love Jones. And I changed. No, I didn't. I didn't change it. I'm lying. I didn't change anything. See, I'm distracted. I really want to review Thicker Than Water, but my mom will be real mad at me because I'll be cursing a lot. So I probably won't. I'll keep those thoughts to myself. And if y'all not, it's difficult for you to get into it now, but I need to go and watch Revenge. So, like I said before, until next time, everybody, love you, and good night, love bugs.